All right. Let me explain this because it will take too long. I don't think I can write it out. Somebody contacted me how they were able to like obviously naked short us in a large way and get away with it, and the whole thing. There's this fails to deliver. That's one, and popcorn won't call that what it is. Naked shorting. Okay. One of the reasons why make popcorn was able to say I see no evidence of naked shorting is because they were using legal naked shorts. And it's hard for people to understand that, but it's very simple when somebody explains it, like somebody like dumb like me to explain it. So let me explain to you why us, GameStop, and all a bunch of them, how they were legally naked shorted. Okay? I'm gonna show you a trick of the trade here. Okay, this is how they fuck us. That's why when a big institute would to buy in to AMC, people were cheering. I'm like, why are you cheering? They're gonna use it against us. But the thing is, I say it like that, but people don't understand exactly what that means. You go, oh, they could lend them out. Oh, no, my little transfer for that. It goes way beyond that. I'm gonna use a visual prop. In this folder, I have paperwork representing real estate assets. Okay, so that's what's in here. So this folder is worth money, not the folder, not the envelope, but what's inside of it. Okay, so let's say I'm a fund. Okay, forget about the real estate. Let's say I'm a fund, and let's say I buy 1,000,000 shares of AMC, and I open up this envelope and I stuff my proof of ownership, where I bought it, everything, my filing with the SEC, everything is all here. Now represents 1,000,000 AMC. This one financial instrument slash folder slash envelope, whatever. This here. Then here comes the hedgie that wants to short AMC down. And I go, no problem, dog. You pay me, I hold the asset, and then you could turn around and you can short this motherfucker. Anybody questions you? Here's the underlying asset. This is a swap. So he doesn't own this. He's paying me, I own this. But now he can say that he has those shares. And if anybody questions him, okay, so now he's off on his own. Okay, so now you have the 1,000,000 shares here, the 1,000,000 shares, he borrowed. I'm using the fixed number, 1,000,000. He could have borrowed 200,000, whatever. But then, hello, Mr. Hedgie number 2. You wanna borrow this also to short AMC? No problem. Doesn't matter. I just lend it to this motherfucker. You pay me. Anybody questions you? It's right here. So now I got two people, okay, borrowing the same underlying asset. Hedgie number 3 comes. Now we got 3 people doing it. Hedgie number 4. Hedgie number 5. Hedgie number 26. Now, if any one of those motherfuckers are questioned, do you have these? Did you secure this before you did the transaction? Understand something, they never all questioned at once. Do you understand? This envelope where represented 1,000,000 can now represent, I don't know, 15,000,000 shares of AMC, 20,000,000 shares of AMC. Now we don't even know what Sam Bankman did in FTX did with his 400 million AMC shares. That's why I always said Bankman had a big Wall Street person with him, or many of them. Just saying, put it out there. Because this is a trick of the trade. But let me explain something to you. This could all come down because of the financial trick in the calculus. Let me explain why. All these people, they are paying me for, right? They're paying me for it. Cost to borrow these motherfuckers. They're paying me for this. What happens when they become financially endangered because their portfolio starts to sink? These little D's. Here's the problem. There's only 1 million probably covering 15, 20 million out there. There's a problem. They're vulnerable. But for now, until the time that all happens, this can represent X, 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 X times X. Why? Because at the end of the day, nobody fact checks this. This is legal naked shorting. Because each one of those people can say, no, we located and secured those. No, here's the paperwork. And if they contact me, I can go, yes, I lent them out. That's it. These types of swaps, total swaps, whatever you want to call them, but the end of it is just swaps. These types of swaps were used successfully on us. And the thing is that they're legal. They're legal because people look at them, regulators look at it as a one-dimensional thing. They don't look at it as a multi-dimensional thing. They don't go to the institutes. How many times did you lend that out? So wait a minute. So those millions are right now active on, let's say, 26 million, contracts. Like, they don't. It could go into infinity. That's why if we ever had a share callback, that's where the bubble pops. That's the Ponzi scheme right there. If Popcorn wanted to save everybody, he would have done a real count and then turned around and said, we're calling back all shares. Because at the end of the day, there's been evidence of naked shorting, which is like that threshold list. Let's face it, the brokers have done those IOUs and gotchas. That happened. That's why there was so many AMC shareholders. This, my friends, this is legal naked short selling. If I have 1 million shares, I could lend them out, I don't know, 100 times, 200 times. And each one of those firms that borrow those shares, those shorters, if they're ever put on the spot, where'd you get those shares from? They can say, well, I got it from, the Bravo, yada, 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 investments. And they contact me, I can go, yeah, what are you talking about? I got it right here. Not knowing that thing is lent out to a billion, zillion others. Similar to like the fractional reserve banking, where you put $1 in the bank and they fucking lend out 10,000 against it, it's the same thing. That's how they get away with it. So people need to understand that is what we battle. The reality is that the people on the other side, tricks like this are used on a daily basis because it's legal, color of gray type stuff. And nobody's gonna get in trouble. Unless there's a financial downturn and then chicken apocalypse time. That's all I'm saying.